Hollywood is often seen as a land of dreams, luxury, and endless red carpets. But behind the cameras, beneath the fame, lies a darker reality. Some actors who once stood in the spotlight are now living their days behind cold steel bars. Today, we take you deep inside the shocking stories of 10 actors currently rotting in jail and the disturbing reasons why. From crimes of passion, fraud, and drugs to chilling acts that shocked the world, these are the fallen stars whose lives took a turn from glitz to grim. Jared Fogle. Not a traditional Hollywood star, but a face recognized across America, Jared Fogle once appeared in numerous commercials as the Subway spokesperson, even making cameo appearances in films. But his fame crumbled when he was convicted of heinous crimes involving child exploitation. In 2015, Fogle was sentenced to 15 years in federal prison, where he remains to this day. His story serves as one of the darkest falls from grace. Michael Jace. Michael Jace, known for his role as a police officer in the hit show The Shield, shocked Hollywood when reality mirrored fiction. In 2014, he fatally shot his wife during a heated argument. Convicted of second-degree murder, he received a 40 years to life sentence. Today, the man who once played a cop now spends his days behind prison walls. Lilo Branado Jr. Lilo Branado rose to fame alongside Robert De Niro in A Bronx Tale and later starred in The Sopranos. But addiction dragged him down a dark path. In 2015, Branado was involved in a botched burglary that resulted in the tragic death of an off-duty NYPD officer. Though acquitted of murder, he was convicted of attempted burglary and sentenced to 10 years in prison. He served most of his time, but his legacy remains scarred by crime. Ryan Grantham. A rising Canadian actor, Ryan Grantham appeared in hit shows like Riverdale and Supernatural. But his story took a chilling turn in 2020 when he was convicted for murdering his own mother in cold blood. Even more disturbing, he allegedly planned violent attacks afterward, but never carried them out. In 2022, he was sentenced to life in prison with no parole for 14 years. His story shocked fans of the shows he once starred in. Lane Garrison. Ironically, Lane Garrison, known for his role in Prison Break, would himself end up behind bars. In 2006, he was involved in a drunk driving crash that killed a 17-year-old boy. He pleaded guilty to vehicular manslaughter and served nearly 3 years in prison. Though released, his reputation never recovered, a haunting reflection of how life sometimes imitates art. Tom Sizemore. Tom Sizemore was one of Hollywood's most recognizable tough guys, starring alongside greats in Heat and Saving Private Ryan. But drugs, abuse charges, and criminal behavior sent his career spiraling. While in and out of rehab and courtrooms, Sizemore faced multiple jail stints for drug possession and domestic violence. Though not currently in long-term prison, he spent years rotting in county jails, a cautionary tale of addiction destroying greatness. Ezra Miller. Ezra Miller's once promising career as DC's The Flash spiraled into chaos. Arrests for disorderly conduct, assault, and burglary piled up, painting a portrait of an unhinged star. While Miller has managed to avoid long-term prison so far, several pending charges and legal troubles still hover over their future. Hollywood wonders whether Ezra's story will end in redemption or incarceration. Robert Blake. Once a beloved TV star in the 1970s, Robert Blake's later years were marked by scandal. Accused of orchestrating the murder of his wife, he endured a sensational trial. Though acquitted in criminal court, he was found liable in civil court and spent years entangled with the justice system. For many, his legacy remains forever stained. Harvey Weinstein. While more known as a producer than actor, Harvey Weinstein's cameos and Hollywood influence made him a recognizable face. But in 2020, Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison for sexual assault and rape, with an additional 16-year sentence added later in Los Angeles. Once one of Hollywood's most powerful men, he is now serving out his life in prison, disgraced and forgotten. At number 1 is Danny Masterson, beloved for his role as Hyde on That 70s Show. In 2023, Masterson was convicted of multiple counts of sexual assault, crimes that dated back to the early 2000s. The judge handed him a 30 years to life sentence, ensuring he will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. His fall from sitcom stardom to prison inmate is one of the most shocking downfalls in recent Hollywood history. These stories remind us that fame, fortune, and power cannot shield anyone from consequences. Some of these actors were once adored by millions, but their choices led them from red carpets to prison cells. So, what do you think? Should these stars ever get a second chance, or are they exactly where they belong? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video eye-opening, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the dark side of celebrity life.